Hey sis, it has been a while since I have been on schedule with socks or knitting in general. I want to do more knitting. I think swapping things up a little bit. On Saturdays, I'll show you if I've done any knitting. If I've done any knitting. So the socks have been stalled out for a while. It was hot, and then I had excuses, and then it was Shark Week. No. I want these socks in my life. I really want these socks in my life, and I really want to be able to get more comfortable with knitting with color work. Before you know it, it's gonna be the Lambtown Festival again, which comes to close to home, to Dixon, California, every, October, November? Right in there. And every year when I go, I look at all the beautiful colorwork socks, and I just ooh and ah over how beautiful they are, and the charts and the everything. I want to wear my socks to the Lambtown Festival, and these are the socks that I want to wear. I printed it out. I'd stalled so much. I do have the pattern. It's a paid for pattern on Etsy. I have the pattern downloaded on my phone, and I was working off of my phone. But it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. I really need a tangible piece of paper that I can highlight, I can pencil note on. I need to make the little boxes for the repeat rounds. I need to check them off. It's part of the way I work. It's part of my process, a part that I do enjoy. So I sent my pattern over to Office Depot, and for 90 cents, and an hour later, they printed it off for me. I know, if I had a printer, I could have had it in less than an hour. But the thing is with printers, and the reason why I don't have one, a hill I am willing to die on, is that every year around back to school time, you see all these sales for printers. And I could go buy a brand new printer, one with Bluetooth that connects to my phone, and I can sit and be a printing machine. But as soon as the ink runs out, and I need to go buy ink or refill the little ink cartridges or do whatever, it's gonna cost more than the printer costs from the beginning. So I have my friends over at Office Depot take care of all of that for me. They keep me organized. So blah blah blah. Barn door socks. Look at the chickens. Look at the chickens. My chicken socks. This is a pattern by Emma, E-M-M-A, Janet, J-A-N-E-T, Jeanette. And her Etsy page is right here. The link will be in the description box below. And these are the socks that I'm working up. I've gone through the list of materials. She's got a cute little section that talks about how she came up with the socks, and there's one part in here where she says, and I'm gonna read it, and I think it's okay. I think she'd be charmed to know that I was out here really paying attention to what she was saying. She said, the barn door socks are not intended to be fancy or to become off limits. That's me. I'm not fancy. I want to wear them. She wants you to wear them. Make them and wear them. So the yarn that I need is a yarn from, she used Sweet Sparrow yarns. Her name is Julie. She's got a YouTube channel. They ganged up together and they made these adorable black and white. They're burgundy and like a cream, like a maroon and a cream. I think she lists the color. One of them's chimney, which is kind of like a brick color, and then wood stove. Well, it's like a burgundy and a cream. I have yarn that I wanted to use. It was a sock bundle that I purchased quite a while ago. I've said all this before, but it's been a long time since I broke out the socks. So I want to start new, I want to start fresh. I've got my sizing. I'm going to make a medium, which is about an 8 to a shoe size 8 to a 9 is kind of what it breaks down to on her sizing chart, which corresponds with what I typically do. The socks that I've made in the past, I cast on 64, and you increase and decrease all the way through, but 64 is your magic number. You always come back down to 64. So that it really matches with what I've done before. There is some knitting techniques in here that make me very nervous. I am not good at SSK. Slip, stitch, wait, what is it called? Slip 2 stitches knitwise, knit these 2 stitches together back through the loops, single left leaning, it makes a single left leaning decrease. Slip, slip, knit, SSK. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed, but I can't seem to wrap my brain around it. So every time I come to it, I have a YouTube tutorial that I stop with my pattern, put the pattern down, I open the YouTube tutorial, the lady, I'll post it in the description box below, the lady is on screen, she's doing it left-handed, so it might not help you, but it definitely helps me. And that's what she does. She goes slip, slip, knit, and then I can do it. I can follow her hands and I can do the process, and then I put the YouTube video away, break back out my pattern, and then I move forward. I don't know why. That feels so unnatural to me, and my mind doesn't want to take, you've got the side you're working on, and then you got the stitches that you need to work, and for some reason putting them to the side that I've already worked on and then knitting them back onto the other side, then what? Then I just like follow the pattern because it's over here on the right, on the side that I haven't worked, but I've worked them. I don't know. It's all a process. With practice, I'm sure I will become more comfortable with it. And then I have no problem with purling 2 stitches together. I just feel like, ooh, 2 for 1. There are color work charts that I can't share with you. They're upside down because we're working from cuff down. And then the left sock will be running to the left, and the right sock is flipped the opposite. The color chart for it's flipped the opposite. So the chicks are running towards each other when you get done. No, they're running away from each other. Either way, we got a left sock and a right sock. So I will need to put an L and an R on my socks because I work them in tandem. That way when the sock gets done, no matter what I've been through, the sense of accomplishment of actually being able to flop them on my feet is there. So we're working the cuff. We're gonna work the color work leg. We're gonna continue on the leg. So we got the cuff, the color work, the leg. Then we're gonna work on a heel flap. We're gonna do a heel turn, and the heel turn style that she uses does not have a name. It's just, she's got her own formula for it, and I'm here for it. I'm gonna follow through it. There's a gusset. A lot of times there's cute little names on how to work the knitted socks, like what is the fish kiss? Fish lips kiss. It's cute. She's got her own little barn door socks heel. No fancy names. And then, so we'll do the heel, we'll do the gusset, which brings us back down to our original. Mine will be 64 count. We'll do the foot and the toe, and that's what we're doing. And at the very end, there's a Kitchener across the stitches to close the toe. Weave in the ends, wash, and block if you like. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to start this over. So what do I got going on here? I have my main color. Hold on, let me, oh, I got a mess. I got a tangle. I guess the last time I put it away, I really just tucked it away. What do we got? Oh, those are the corners of my bag. It felt like that my my little needle blockers fell off. So I've got this tan color. Well, it's a gray. We got really good color in the living room today. It's been a long time since we visited in the living room. Let's see. For my main color, let me see. I guess I don't have the little ball bands in here. Oh, they're in the room next to my chair where we usually visit. That's okay, that's okay. So my main color of my sock is gonna be this gray. Not sure what it is. Gosh, it's got purple in it. It's got some really earthy burnt orange look to it. Wow, we got some amazing color in the living room today. Thank you, sunshine. There we go. Hide my face. Yeah. Wow, look how clear. Okay, so that's the main color. And then for my contrasting color, it was a sock kit that came together. I had the main color, and then it had the contrasting for the, it's supposed to be the cuff, heels, and toes, but I got plenty of it to make the color work because I'm not gonna do the toes in a contrasting. And then it's this rich purple with like a little bit of a hint of a green and a brown to it. Man, those look great today. Those are my chicken socks. I'm gonna have purple chickens. These are gonna be my chickens. All right, there we go. The little ball bands that I have, the little sock cozies. These are actually from a yarn store, and you can get these on Amazon. It's Buffy Ann Designs. Lots of cute little fun patterns with those. And then these are toeless sandal socks, I think from Psso, the Japanese dollar store here in the Bay Area. Your toes and then your heel is right here. I don't know what the point of wearing these tiny little socks unless you're just trying to be cute with your flip-flops. I don't know. It's when I saw them at the store, I was like, oh yeah, those are ball bands to keep my knitting together. And then what have I already started? So let's see, this is connected to here, which I'm gonna have to label these right and left. I have what looks like the cuff. So the cuff is very short. It says round 1, you're alternating knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Round 2 is knitting all the way around. And then that's it. You just have the 2 rounds in your main color, and then you're switching. Oh, see, I think I already messed that up. I think we're starting all over, folks. Yep. See right here in the picture, we have, so I'm switching it. This dark is my main color, which should be this. And then this is my chicken color. So the light in the picture will be my purple. So, no, I did right. This is my main color. Now I'm switching over to my dark. And then there's a couple more little fine lines in there to give a nice little border. There's 1 row in the dark, 1 row in the light, 2 rows in the light and the dark. So it's got like this nice little border in there. I'm gonna need to pay attention. We're gonna have to go through with the highlighter. I think I'm starting over. Well, either way, I only got probably 3 rows, so not too big of a loss. Now on this one, oh, I don't know if I want to start over. Oh, okay. Well, this one I did the same thing. Started off with my cuff color, changed to my contrasting color, right? It's all part of the journey. Come on. I thought that when I ordered my pattern this time that I ordered it with slightly thicker paper. I don't know the weights of paper, but I picked one up from the regular, but it's just printed on regular. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, I gotta go through and mark the pattern. All right, so that is what I'm going to do today. I'm not gonna take this apart yet. No, because I might be doing it right. I'm gonna sit down and mark through the color. I am going to, everywhere where it says main color or contrast color, I'm gonna put a little side note for myself, and I'm going to refer to these as light and dark in my Scribble Scrabble. I'm gonna put light and dark, and I'm gonna write it in pencil, and I'm gonna write it really light, because who knows, I don't want to destroy my pattern. I might want to rework it again, right? And that was the intention of why I wanted to get the slightly thicker paper, was because I do carry it around with me, and we already have a size difference, so I don't know, it'll figure itself out, right? So today I am going to work on these socks. The socks are going to travel with me in my purse throughout my week, where I'm going, what I'm doing, and then I'm going to work on these on my in-between times, which add up pretty fast. So, yeah, I'm knitting. There's also a scarf that I really want to make, and I know I've talked to you about it before with the fishies. Jan, the sassy Alaskan crafter, sent me the perfect lightweight yarn for this little fishy scarf. So Saturdays are for knitting. All right, I'll see you soon. Thank you for keeping me accountable. All right, I'll see you. I hope you're enjoying yarn time today. Bye. Okay, I'm excited. I know I already said goodbye, but I've regrouped. I re-separated. I gotta set my coffee down. Okay, so I went back to our bead box that we keep in our craft closet, and I got some beads. I marked one sock, just picked it up. This one I'm a little further along with, so I'm gonna call it A. And then I got like a little light bulb pin, and I put a B on it. So we've got A and B, which is how the charts refer to which chart I'm working on. And that's how I'm gonna distinguish. I was saying right and left, but that's not what the charts are saying, A and B. So I need to keep with the terminology so I don't confuse myself. Okay, so I am casting on in my main color, and I am working up cast on round 1 and round 2. I can see from I'm looking at A, I can see that I cast on, I worked 1 and 2. I broke off my main color and I started in with my contrasting color. My contrasting color says you work round 3 and 4. And then you keep repeating 3 and 4, which is a rib stitch and a knit, alternating rib and knit, until it measures 1.5 inches. It's not scientifically proven, but each segment of my finger is 1 inch. So just by quickly holding my work up to my finger, I can see that I'm not even quite 1 inch. For some reason, I then decided, which I'm not sure how many in the contrasting, my dark color, my purple, I'm not sure exactly how many rows, and I'm still a baby knitter. So I'm gonna have to really pull that apart with some bright light and take a closer look at it. I have not done that yet, but I did make myself a chart on the side of my pattern. And when I work A and B, I want to keep track. I'm gonna put a little tally mark of how many times I did it to get to the 1.5 inches, because I want the socks to be sisters. They don't have to be twins, but they need to be somewhat as sisters for me to be proud of these socks. So I need to count how many rows I did of that, and then I set it down. At some point, I had started B sock. B sock, I can see, obviously I cast on, right? I cast on, and then again, I was supposed to work round 1 and 2 and break off of the main color. I'm still attached to the main color. And so this is a little tip and trick of knitting that I've picked up along the way. Never stop halfway around. Finish your round before you put your work down. I didn't. So from the clues I've left myself, here is my chicken, made by Obsessive Crochet Lady Amanda and gifted to me by Sarah Nickel. I have a few more stitches left in that round. So one was you cast on, you do a rib round and a knit round, and then you break off. So I know I'm on the knit round because I can see I've cast on. I can see a little bit of texture ribbing on that second right there. So I know I'm knitting. I'm just knit to the chicken, and then I'll break off, switch to contrasting color, break main color. So I'll break the main color. I'm gonna knit to the chicken, break my main color, and attach my contrasting color. And then I need to keep track of the rounds between alternating till it's 1.5. Count A, start B. All right, that's what it is. I just needed to do that little catch up. All right, back again. To the best of my ability, I've counted the little V's. Oh, it's even clearer on camera, isn't it? To the best of my ability, I am counting 4. Maybe I'll take a screenshot of that. I'm counting 4, which means I have repeated the 2 round repeat 2 times. My math is mathin' this morning. So I went ahead and put 2 little tally marks over there. Great. I got a good idea at where I'm at. So now the choice is, I like to keep them in the same stages at the same time. A is advanced into the second step of the process. I don't like to do that. I don't like to leave things halfway in limbo, but I think I was anxious to start this project, and I just don't think I started off on the right foot. I definitely feel like I have a good grasp on what I'm doing now. So I'm going to leave these the way they are. I've got good notes on it. I've marked down where I'm at, and I am going to move to sock B. I am going to finish the main color around, and I'm going to switch to my contrasting color. When I switch to my contrasting color, I am going to work on it until I finish the second step of the cuff. So it's repeating a knit and a rib row until it measures 1.5 inches. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm looking at the instructions. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get this one, sock B, to 1.5 inches. Then the cuff will be done. Then I'm gonna come back to A and I'm gonna work it till it's 1.5 inches. Then both cuff sections of both stocks will be done. Then I'm on the same page with both of them. And then we'll take it from there. So this week, that's what I'm gonna do. 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and then I'll be back. So I'll see you guys next week. Officially, see you guys next week. All right, bye.